Welcome to the deep woods in North Florida. They're everywhere. Hi, I'm Randy.
I'm Tammy.
And welcome to All About Living. Yeah, we're just glad that we have the opportunity to come out here and share with you once again. We're going to wing it.
Always. We always wing it.
But I guess we can start off by saying that, you know, spring is coming, guys. And everything that we had hoped for last year never happened.
Right.
You know,
it was a bad year.
It was a bad year for us. We lost about 50 or 60 chickens.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lost our garden.
Lost the garden.
Lost it all.
Yep.
The only thing I have left is a few chickens and my rabbits.
Yep. And we got to start from scratch. So it's going to take us a little while to recover from that.
Yeah. But seeds are ordered and ground is tilled. A friend of ours came over and...
Well, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to let you finish.
Oh, I was just, when you got done, I was just going to say, you know, my roadkiller broke down last year. If you guys have been around for a little while, know it got stuck in gear and forward. I mean, if it got stuck in forward and would till, I would use it, but it doesn't. It's just stuck in forward. But so what I did is I actually have a couple of friends that are fortunate enough to have a tractor. And one of them just happened to have a 6-foot wide rototiller.
Yeah.
PTO driven. It's got blades that deep.
Oh, that dirt looks so pretty this year.
Yep, he came over and turned it up. I guess I'll let you guys take a look here real quick. But yeah, he just brought it over and he just laid it all out.
Yeah.
It didn't take him, that probably would have taken me, what, a week?
Yeah.
Yeah, it took him like 45 minutes.
Yeah, he's
done.
done.
So, and you know, I did give him a little bit for his time, and actually offered him a little bit more and he wouldn't take it, but that's cool with me, right? Yeah, I'll go for that one.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's nice, you know, even if you don't have like a tractor, or, you know, I mean, I guess living out kind of like this, you might possibly have a friend who does.
Right.
You know, and not everybody will have everything that they need, and everybody can kind of, you know, and I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
You know, so this friend has a tractor and a rototiller, call them up and ask.
Ask.
That's all you got to do. So that's what I did. And guess what? He came out.
It looks so good.
Yeah. And anyway, let's see what else we got going on. You know, we're still busy building crab traps.
Yeah, still building crab traps because the economy's getting so bad that it's taking more and more and more.
It's taking more and more of our time to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, be free to you know, feel free to join our channel as a member.
Yeah.
Or buy us a coffee below for your support.
Yeah.
And maybe one of these days we can get out of having to build crab traps and do this full time.
Yeah. That would be nice.
Yeah, that would be
nice.
good. Yeah, we have so many plans for all kinds of different things that, you know, we do.
Yeah.
And one day we'll get to it.
We'll get them done.
You know, my boat, I'm going to go finish grinding and sanding on it tomorrow. And then I think once we get done with this set of traps right here, I'll have enough to eBay. I can get like 4 gallons of fiberglass resin for like $200. I'm gonna go ahead and order that, and so then I can start getting ready to fiberglass the bottom of the boat. It's just taking so much to be able to do anything. What's going on in your end of the universe?
Oh, one of our subscribers, Miss Lily, sent me some coffee because she knows I love coffee. And apparently she's a coffee fan too because she's a member of a coffee club. And she sent me some really nice Peruvian coffee.
Yeah,
and
5 pounds of beans.
5 pounds of beans she sent me. And yes, thank you ever so much.
Yep. What else?
I don't know.
Anyway, we do have a new member to our channel. I want to welcome Nikki.
Okay.
Nikki is from out in, I think it's Northern California, and she says, we're still Americans. So, I salute you. And, you know, and then, let's see, we did have a chance to actually speak with your friend Lily on the phone.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did. She actually is local, not like right here, right by us, but she's only about an hour away.
60 miles.
Yes.
Wouldn't you say
Well, that's an hour.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yep. So anyway, she called us and she talked to us about the channel a little bit, you know, and you know, Tammy's Scratch Cooking.
Yeah.
You know, and Tammy's grocery hauls.
Yeah, she said.
They're all having a real major impact on a lot of people. You know, Tammy is devoting herself to teaching America how to cook from scratch.
That is a lost art. Scratch cooking is a lost art. If it doesn't come out of a box or out of a freezer, you know, at Walmart, people just can't cook anymore. And
yeah, but I really want to highlight on this, and I want to put a heavy perspective on it.
Okay.
If that's okay with you.
Okay.
You know, because in today's times and where this country's headed and what we may be having to face, and don't look at me sideways, okay? There's actually a movie coming out April 24th, 2024, and it's called Civil War. Okay? And one of these days, we might have to be in a position to where all you will have to rely upon is scratch cooking. Okay? And that is the perspective that I want to put on this. And that is why I push, you know, Tammy's videos so much, because we are going to need a lot of cooks. The grid goes down, we're going to need a lot of cooks. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know? How do you feel about that?
I don't know.
She thinks I'm exaggerating. She's
Yeah.
just nodding her head and going like this, right? Yeah. Yeah, because, you know, but I actually honestly and truly believe that, because when I was a young man and I was being brought up, I was being taught to be a survivor.
Yeah.
Okay? And, you know, I went, you know, and I was very, very astute and active in the Scouts. All right? And we constantly did wilderness campouts. And we actually did winter campouts. I actually camped in 3 foot of snow for an entire week, okay? And we learned, you know, how to build shelters and stuff like that, and how to build fires out of nothing.
You can tell that this is not a set. The wind just came by and like 1,000 leaves just came and like hit us in the face.
Yeah, so a lot of people that don't understand that, like Tammy doesn't understand it, okay? She can't see it, you know, from my perspective, because she never experienced it.
No.
She doesn't know what it is to be, but when the day comes, all right, and it's time for me to go into action, she's actually going to see what it's going to take. But right now, she's just kind of laughing and shaking her head at me, okay? But I'm telling you, you better learn some survival skills, and one of them is Tammy's scratch cooking and learning how to actually cook something from nothing.
Yeah, that is true. And you need to learn how to fix things yourself.
That's right.
Randy is a master at fixing stuff. You know, if he can't fix it, it can't be fixed, because he will fiddle with it till it either works or it's completely gone, you know? I mean, but we don't spend any money taking stuff to repairs, and we don't buy new stuff all the time because, well, number one, we can't afford it, and number two, you know, you're filling up landfills where you don't need to, and
Yeah, you want to get a good dose of that, go watch my washing machine video. That thing's rusted and falling apart, okay?
But we're still washing clothes in it.
But I fixed that sucker and I put it in the pump house, and she is washing clothes like all get out.
Yeah.
Doing a great job.
Yeah.
Tammy comes out and she goes, wow, my clothes are clean.
Yeah.
So anyway, you know, but just being able to be mechanically inclined, you know, learn how to build stuff out of wood. I build everything out of wood. You know why? Because it can be replaced easily and it can be manufactured. Now there's a lot of things that you need that you can't build out of wood, you know, but wood is a fantastic homesteading construction material. I mean, you can build everything. You know, I built my production table for our commercial crab traps over there. I built the rabbit hutches. I'm sorry about that deer. And I built a chicken coop over that way. You know, our pole barn is built out of wood, of course. You know, but you know, picnic tables out of wood. You know, the clothesline T-posts are built out of wood. I got 2x4s holding my ham radio VHF antenna 20 foot in the air. That's made out of wood. You know, and at any time that something falls apart or rots, I can just rebuild it. And then for the most part, the only thing I've had to replace is a interior studded chicken coop I built, and it lasted 6 years. You know, but everything else I build out of pressure treated lumber. That's important. Guys, don't use exterior or interior lumber for exterior work. So did I strike any chords in your brain that you want to speak out about?
No, not really.
Not yet?
No. Well, he was talking about grid down. You know.
See, there you go.
I don't know. You know, there's always wars and rumors of wars and, you know, whatever. And it would be so easy. I mean, they did do all those studies back in the 2000s about
I don't know
the
if you were
grid
following
going down.
Yeah, but talk about the grid going down now. Were you following that AT&T cell tower outage? Millions through a cyber attack were left without cell phone service.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know if this fits with what we were talking about, honestly.
Well, just try and see.
But you know, a long time ago, one of our longest time viewers from the days in the very beginning, Miss Betty, she was kind of expressing to me that we should talk a little bit about, you know, what we went through when we moved out here. Now, there's going to be a lot of people now that were at that time 30, 40 years old that are now approaching our age, okay? And even though life might have been halfway decent over the last 10 years, 8 years, or however long it was recovering and lasted, you know, everybody got themselves into homes and businesses and expenses that are beyond their control right now, you know, and that's kind of like what happened to us, you know. I mean, being in business and with employees and workers' comp and insurance and trucks and, you know, fuel and materials, and, you know, labor. I mean, everything just got out of control. And I was speaking with a good friend of mine the other day, and he actually ended up going into business.
About the time that we left it.
About the time that we left it. And what had happened over the couple of years after we finally couldn't handle, you know, the financial stress of what the economy was doing, you know, we ended up coming out here, right? Okay, but he was just getting started. And so what he was able to do is he was able to work himself into business as the economy got better. He was riding the wave. And, you know, and that wave came when the banks got squared away and they started loaning money and they started giving people the opportunity again to go out and grow, think and grow rich so they could take it all back.
Yeah.
And and that's
now they're taking it all back.
Yeah, now they're taking it all back again. You know, I mean, everybody's got to get money and get assets, right? You know, and the economy grows and everybody's got all the money that there is to spare, and so they want to take it back. And generally what happens in those cases is wages go up, you have inflation, gas prices go up, and you can't...
Like now, you just can't hardly make it.
You can't take it up, you know? And I was talking to him on the phone, he's got people... He's got, you know, guys starting out, they ain't never done any kind of electrical work, and they want to make professional electrician wages.
Yeah, they're like, I can't work for less than $20 an hour. He said, well, then you can't work for me.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you're just out of school. You don't even know what you're doing.
You know, I mean, but see, now Keith, I said it, I accidentally said it. I didn't mean to say your name, Keith. But anyway, basically, what happens is, you know, he got started out back in the days when the wages were manageable, I guess, for what the economy was producing. All right, and so with all this talk about minimum wage being $15, you know, you can make $12.50 working at McDonald's. But see, now they're pricing themselves out of the, I guess, the zone or the area where it's feasible to be able to actually employ somebody and pay for them and to keep the business rolling. Does that make sense?
I guess so. I mean,
I'm trying to find the right words, or the right terminology for it. But I mean, if you can't maintain the business with the wages and what's expected of you as far as like what your earnings need to be, you don't need to be doing what you're doing.
Right.
Because eventually it's going to wipe you out. You ain't going to be ready for it. And that's what happened to us. We weren't ready for it. You know, I didn't ever experience it before, so I didn't know what to watch out for. And, you know, and I've had a lot of years to think about what I could have or should have done back in those days. And there were a lot of different factors that were involved. One was, you know, freaking downsides, pulling the purse strings, cut off everybody's hands who's got them handed like this right here, and just cut them off. And that's all you can do. I've had to do that about 3 or 4 times in my life. You know, you get to a point where you're making a lot of money, everybody's got their hands out. You know? But do you understand what I mean? In the hands, we're talking like insurance companies, workers' comp, we're talking salaries, we're talking everything. Okay? You've got to pull that in to where it's 100% completely manageable, to where you can wake up the next day and not find yourself puking in the toilet.
Yeah. Yeah, stress got to be so bad.
That's what happened to me. I mean,
I just couldn't do that anymore. I said, I'm done. I'm going back to live like my granny. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yep. So anyway, we, you know, I do, trust me, you know what makes it so much easier for me to live like we do out here, honey? And that is, I know for a fact how to make money. I know how to go into business. I know how to talk to different people. You might think I'm fooling myself, but, you know, I have to tell you the truth. I am an expert. Okay? I am a very good communicator. I'm a very good salesman. I'm top notch as far as sales go. I have an 80% closing rate.
He did. That's a fact.
You know, I made a lot of money. I can sell a lot of deals. And, you know, and I know for a fact that I can leave here. And even in civil engineering, I could probably leave here and go land me a job and be working and be high on the hog tomorrow. But I don't want to do that. You know why?
Because the stress will kill you.
You know, I was talking to my dad. My dad says, oh, you ain't got a job. You ain't working. And then I told him I was going to go back to work and get a job. And he says, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's like, what?
You know, and then I talked to my sister on the phone. And I told her I thought about going back into civil engineering. And she says, you don't want to do that. Yeah. And I was talking with my son. He says, Dad, you don't want to go back and get in that rat race. You know, and I really don't. But I know I can if I have to.
Yeah, if we had to.
You know,
it would have to be really bad.
Yeah.
It would have to get so bad for us to want to go back.
It really doesn't matter. You know, guys, I mean, you know, what was I saying earlier? You guys ever watch that TV show, Fantasy Island? With Mr. Rourke? And Little Tattoo. Did you ever see that?
Yes.
You did?
I saw that.
You know, I was telling Tammy
I don't know where he's going with this, but
what do you mean?
I remember.
Welcome to the deep woods in North Florida.
Oh, okay.
Where freedom is a choice.
Yeah, I guess
and you don't have to deal with all that other crap out there.
Yeah.
You know? So, you know, I mean, that's kind of like what it is. And, you know, one thing that I keep trying to strive to tell everybody is, and I know I'm starting to talk and ramble a little bit, you know, but I do have a lot to say on this subject. Because I do have an opinion about it, okay? And that is, what was I going to say?
I have no idea, but after all that lead up, you better find something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember now. Don't want for anything. Okay? Don't want a new truck. Don't want a new car. Don't want a new tractor. Don't want new anything. Always search for what you want. When the dollars match what you want, you can get it.
Saved.
Saved.
Not credit.
Not credit. Don't buy. We don't buy anything. We haven't bought anything on credit out here in like 10 years.
No credit.
We deal on cash.
Yeah.
You know, and we just save those dollars.
Yeah. We just save it and save it and save it and save it, and eventually something will come along that's in the range of what we have saved, and that's
you know, it's like the coffee money. You know, we say buy us a coffee, right?
Yeah.
Now, down below. Well, we've actually had a couple people volunteer to, you know, help support our channel, but
yeah.
I took all that money is sitting right there. I haven't touched it.
We haven't touched it because it's sitting there for a project.
It's sitting there for a project and for a day, and when the dollars match what it is we'd like to do with it, and of course it will go towards the channel.
Right.
You know, as soon as I can get all this other camera equipment and stuff paid back. You know, I mean, I did borrow the money from my mom. She watched a few of our videos, and she decided, I'm going to help you out.
Yeah.
You know, so, I mean, she helped me get the lights and the camera and the tripod.
Right.
So.
I mean, but that wasn't like, we didn't go out and get a loan.
No, I didn't go out and get a loan.
She offered, and we do pay her back.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we do. So, but you know, and that's the extent of that. You know, I think maybe I might get it finally paid off like next month.
Yeah, next month should be the last payment.
Yeah.
Hopefully, next month will be the last payment, and we'll be done.
Yep. And so that's kind of like where I was wanting to go. I was wanting to, you know, try to get you guys, you know, geared up for what's coming. And it's not that I know what's coming. It's just that you need to be ready for whatever does
whatever is coming.
Whatever is coming. Whether, you know, whether it's cyber attack, infrastructure goes down, you know, the economy crashes. It don't matter what it is. Right now, you know, and I was talking with Tammy a little bit, and I don't think that there is anything on the outside world that would have a major impact on our life.
Yeah, no. Other than if the grid went down and we were out of power for a really long time.
Tammy would be uncomfortable because there would be no air conditioning.
Well, it's not just the air conditioning. This is Florida, okay? You need air conditioning, all right? But it's not just the air conditioning. I mean, I got 2 freezers, okay? So if grid stayed down more than a couple days, yeah, I better get to canning, like, with a quickness.
Yeah, that hair's coming out.
Yeah, my hair's flying everywhere. I got flyaway hair. It's okay.
Okay. All right. Let's have a moment of silence.
4.
Because the air compressor needs to shut up.
Oh.
Just kidding. No, guys, pray for yourselves and pray for the country, and pray everything's going to be okay.
Yep, absolutely. Every day, 2-3 times a day.
I'm so. I worry more so about the people out there.
We really worry about our kids. It's so hard on them. Just going to the grocery store is killing them.
Oh, well, you know, the thing of it is, I mean, yeah, there are kids, but they have kids.
Yeah, they have kids, our grandkids, you know.
Yeah.
And I tell them all the time, because y'all know my pantry is stocked, okay? I'd learned from my granny, it is stocked. And I tell them all the time, if you need a few of this or that to get you by till you can go, you know, you're welcome to come get it. And they do from time to time. They try to be self-sufficient because we taught them that way, but every now and then they just really need a helping hand, and we give
Well,
it to
you know,
them.
the one thing that I am grateful as far as the kids, they initially did not understand what we were trying to get them to do.
Right.
You know, as far as becoming self-sufficient and so forth. But they seen us going through the times in the early days as they were graduating high school and, you know, getting ready to even move on with their life. We were already stockpiling. We were already preparing for home defense. We was already preparing for communications and so on and so forth. And as they've gotten older and they've seen how this goes and how the world is working, and with their children, now that they're worried about, they're starting to get.
Yeah, after they had kids, then they really started.
Then they really started to understand what all of this was that we were doing actually means.
Yeah.
You know.
And so now my daughter more so. Yeah.
Well, Rick, he's kind of like me.
Yeah, he's like, I can go hunting, I can go fishing, I can go. You know, we're gonna be okay. I'm like, okay.
We know how to acquire, you know, substance.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like every other Tom, Dick, and Harry gonna be out there fishing too.
Well, I'll be out there with, you know, some defense mechanisms, taking my boat and running my traps.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
touch it. Let me catch you near that sucker.
Yeah.
But anyway, whatever. I want to talk about something else also.
Okay.
Okay. And it's something that I've been thinking of, and whether or not it actually makes it into this video or the next one, I don't care.
Okay.
Okay. But what I want to talk about is, you know, everybody is concerned about what's happening out in the country, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of different things out there that is driving everybody insane, and nobody knows what they can do. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something. I tried to join the Florida State Guard. Mm-hmm. You can be 60 years old, but you can't be more than a day over 60 to join the National State Guard. Mm-hmm. Okay? Which means that there's nothing that you can do.
Right.
All right? I'm too old to go back into the service.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm too old to go, you know, into any other kind of. Well, you know, first of all, I can't run as fast as them.
No.
I'll run out of breath. You know, but there's nothing that you can do when you get up in your years.
Yeah.
You know, that you can help that with. And so what I'm trying to say is you can't allow yourself to dwell on what's happening out there in the outside world.
Because you can't do a thing about it.
Because you can't do nothing about it unless you want to run for an office. And who would want to do that, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
But basically, what I wanted to, you can't do anything about it. You can't focus. You can't dwell on it because it's only going to bring you down. It's only going to make you depressed. It's only going to drag you through the mud. You need to stay focused on yourself. You need to stay focused on your home and your family and the ones that you love.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And just worry about them. You know, I mean, because my truck is broke down.
Yeah.
Are they going to come fix my truck?
Nope.
No. You know, we're going to be planting our garden. Are they going to come plant our garden?
Nope. Government's not going to come.
They're not going to do anything.
At all.
They're not
They
going to
might come take it from you, but they're not going to help you do it.
No. So, I see everybody. They're, you know, on these other different channels and so forth, right? Mm-hmm. And they're like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You can't do anything about it. You can make sure you have a pantry. You can make sure you can defend it. And you can make sure that the people around you are safe and happy and healthy. That's all you can do. And that's all you need to worry about. Do those things, you'll be all right.
And stay away from anybody pointing their finger or hollering saying you must or you have to. No.
No.
You do what's right for you.
You do you. What does my shirt say? What does it say? Be nice, be good.
Yeah, be nice, be good. Yeah, why don't you read that shirt a few times?
That's right. That's what we need to do.
Be nice and be good.
Yeah.
So, you know what, guys? If you got any comments you'd like us to kind of elaborate on anything, you know, we'll try to get out here once a week.
Yeah.
To kind of like do these little talks and we can run our mouth a little bit and expound our knowledge and
expound our knowledge.
You know, and our smiling faces upon you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna have many, many years, you know, of this to do. So I mean, we're not in a hurry. But if you guys need us to talk about something, you know,
you can always leave it in the comments.
You can leave it in the comments.
If it's appropriate, you know, for the content on our channel, then we'll do that.
Yeah. And really,
leave us a copy.
What is our let me ask you this. What is our content? What do we do here?
We just live a life. A simple, easy life.
Yeah. Well, what we're trying to do is we're trying to show you how we do things out here. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is real world stuff, guys. This is not crap that's made up, you know, to do a YouTube video to get you to click on it because it makes you feel good or it makes you happy.
Yeah, no, this is a real tree in our yard. We're sitting out here on a
busted cooler.
A busted ice chest.
Yeah, busted ice chest. And, but yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of this other stuff, how to do this, how to do that, and it's all nice and prim and proper. And, you know, when I fix things around here, guys, I do it real time. And I'll show you exactly what you got to go through to get it fixed. A lot of times it's not as easy as you think. And a lot of times these people go out here and they do fix-it videos. They don't show you half the stuff because it's too difficult, and then when you try to go to fix it, you say, well, how'd you do this? And that ain't the way it works around here. If you watch one of my fix-it videos, you gotta watch the whole thing. Isn't that about right?
That's about right.
Hey, I try to be, you know, a little jovial about it, you know, kind of drag you along a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, and that's like Tammy's cooking videos. See, I'm not done talking.
Yeah, I know.
That's like Tammy's cooking videos. I don't leave anything out.
No.
And her cooking.
And he drives me nuts.
Her cooking videos are an adventure. I bring it all to you, and I put you all over top of it, so you don't miss anything.
Right. Right. If you can't make the dish that I made, something's wrong. Cause he step by step doesn't let me leave anything out.
Oh, and if you happen to be watching this right now at this time and you have a comment about the type of music that we use for the channel, I'd like to get something in on that. You know, I like that. I use nitty gritty folk and country.
Okay.
Stomping music.
Okay.
Stuff you can go to war with.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We've exceeded Tammy's tolerance for talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna let you guys go. Have at it. We'll talk to you later.
We'll see you in the next video.
We're out of here.
Bye.
Bye. I love it when she does that.
Bye.